Awake my heart. The Christian's altar. We have an altar. Hebrews 13:10. In biblical symbolism, the altar is ever the meeting place between God and man. It proclaims that God and man may meet, even though God is holy and man is simple. Yet, at the same time, it emphasizes that the holy God and sinful man can come together only through an atoning sacrifice. For the altar is the place of sacrifice. There must be a sacrifice which, on the one hand, propitiates God, whom sin has monstrously wronged, and which, on the other hand, reconciles alienated man to his condescending God. Nothing in the universe is more important to us human beings than the altar, the place where God and men meet. Notice in our text it emphasizes on the pronoun we. Yes, we Christians, as well as the ancient Jewish temple and ritual, have our altar, but it is an altar different from and superior to that of Judaism. That is what our text was saying to Christians of the first days, and that is what it says to us today. Yet Israel's altar was a type of the Christians, as this Hebrews epistle makes plain. Turn back to Leviticus 17. No thoughtful reader can fail to be impressed by the solemnly emphatic language of that chapter concerning the one place of sacrifice. 5 times, with insistent explicitness, the one place of sacrifice is prescribed, while all other places are interdicted. Read 17:3-9. The meaning for ourselves is clear. There is one place, and only one, where God's sovereign grace has elected to meet with penitent sinners, and that is the cross, of which the altar at the door of the tabernacle was a type. None other sacrifice, none other altar, none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved. There and there alone is the one perfect sacrifice for our race's sin. There alone have the requirements of the divine law and holiness been vicariously honored on behalf of man. To reject that one and only meeting place is to exclude oneself from the only possible reconciliation, and to presume a right to life, which all of us as sinners have forfeited. Nor must we invent other altars such as the Roman Mass. There is an absolute finality in the cross. Other altars are superseded. There is endless continuity of efficacy from that once for all ended offering of Christ on Calvary. To make the offering itself continuous, as in the Mass, is deny both its completeness and its efficacy. For if it is still continuing, it is incomplete, and if it is incomplete, it is without saving efficacy. For it is only as a completed atonement that it begins to have efficacy. The New Testament emphasizes is that Calvary is a completed once-for-all offering. That is our altar. Calvary alone, but Calvary all sufficient to save us forevermore. None other lamb, none other name, none other hope in heaven or earth or sea. None other hiding place from guilt and shame. None beside thee, Lord, thou art life. Though I be dead, love's fire, thou art, however cold I be. Nor heaven have I, nor place to lay my head, nor home but thee.